Check, check, check. Alright. What up, y'all? Young Nisa. Got my guy BJ right here. The one and only DJ Love. And you know, we are the tastemakers of the city. You know, we the tastemakers of the area. And basically we put this together so we could discuss the culture. Music, fashion, film, photography, all that. So with that being said, as we start off, I got a question. So today I heard some news. Wap Beezy, artist out of Atlanta, out of Louisiana, got signed to Atlantic Records today. So my question is, who the hottest artist in Louisiana? Like, if you could put your finger on one person, who is that person?
Man, you know, that is a good question, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you really a hot artist, man, and I consider myself a hot DJ, and I mean, people consider me a hot DJ. I don't even know who the hot artist is right now because a lot of them don't mess with the DJs in the area, but if I had to pick who the hottest artist was, it would be NBA Youngboy, you know what I'm saying? And that cat right there is on fire right now, you know what I'm saying? He got a lot of legal situations he need to work out so he can continue to handle his business and stay out here on these streets, you know what I'm saying? But right now, that's my go-to guy is saying, hey, that dude there is hot, the hottest of Louisiana right now.
He consistent.
You know what I'm saying? He consistent and putting out
I agree.
hits.
You agree with that?
I agree with that. I agree with that. But we need to know.
But it's crazy we only saying one artist. Though.
Right. We need some competition. We need some more people. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Yeah.
I agree with that, you know?
I look at it like, okay, let's just stick with Louisiana real quick. All right, remember when like Webby, you know what I'm saying, Mandigo, Hurricane, Papa, you know what I'm saying, Boosie, all them was hot. Like they was representing the state, whatever part they was in. Fox, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It was a lot of them. We had a list. We ain't got a list right now.
Well, let me ask y'all this: do y'all, when you hear Lil Wayne, do you feel like he represents Louisiana?
I believe he's always gonna represent Louisiana, but I mean, Lil Wayne is a megastar, you know what I'm saying?
Right. So does that, like I said, does that affect it? How does that, him being a megastar, does it have the Louisiana feel still? Like it had in the first Cash Money days?
I would say now he trying to come back in, since he not in legal situations anymore. He trying to come back and do the Louisiana thing. Like I saw something where he was in I guess that was the weekend where they had the All-Star weekend. Yeah, I saw him with like the old cats, you know, that of Cash Money, like the Juveniles and you know what I'm saying,
Turk,
Manny Fresh. And then when I saw Turk, I was like, man, maybe they about to do this reunion thing for real.
They shouted out BG.
Now, the stuff that who's the basketball star that was with him?
LeBron.
Yeah, LeBron.
Yeah, LeBron was there. That's right.
That's right. Brain freeze for a minute, but LeBron, man, he really pulled them cats together, man, and you felt what he was talking about, man. The situation. I mean, well, not the situation, but the things that he was saying. But it was an old school setting, man, of all the old hits that made Louisiana what it is, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you felt that, man, when you saw that. When you saw that little clip, you felt.
Yeah.
I felt like I was there.
Let me ask you this then, because we piggybacking, right? So my question would be, based off of what you said with that, what would it take to have a movement? You know what I'm saying? Because like in this area, we know a lot of artists and DJs don't mix. You know what I'm saying? What would it? Because in order to have a Louisiana where we say is this artist, you gotta kind of have a movement. Y'all gotta be moving together.
Right.
What you think it would take to get that done?
Unity. I mean, these cats gonna have to, you know, put the pride to the side and just give the world. You gotta want to give the world that Louisiana sound. Yeah. You gotta want to work together. I mean, I'll put all the other stuff to the side. Right. I mean, because we've been on the map forever. It's just now we need, and there's a lot of prominent artists in Louisiana.
Right. Yeah.
They just need to be heard.
Yeah. Yep. Just need to be heard. I agree with that.
Well, speaking of being heard. Had some dope albums drop recently, right?
Yeah, right.
A lot of number ones for hip hop. Oh my gosh! So I gotta talk about this. Future drops album number 2 tomorrow, right?
Number 2 tomorrow.
A week apart.
Yeah.
Okay. So what y'all think of self-titled Future? What y'all think of the album that just dropped this past Friday?
You want me to go first?
Go for it.
I got you. Okay. I think he didn't on this album. It was all right to me, but he didn't show growth. Like. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I mean, I won't, because he's so big now, he got so big now, I just feel like when you grow, your albums are like a book, you know what I'm saying, to your life or whatever. Mm-hmm. So I just feel like he needs to I think he need to kind of migrate a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it was the album was pretty cool. It wasn't the best to me. Wasn't the
I'll
dopest
tell
to
you
me.
this, and I'm gonna throw my opinion out there. Love, you could let me know what you think about this. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a Future album fan. I like Future mixtapes. So I've never just been a Future album liker. But this one, and we was talking about it. Future sounds like a nigga who don't know how to deal with his emotions. So what he do is he pop a lot of pills, he drink a lot of lean, spend a lot of money, and he fuck a lot of bitches. You know what I'm saying? Like, and see, then he go to the studio, and so it really, until, you know what I'm saying? Like say for instance, like an artist who can put their life in the story, you know what I'm saying, and be vulnerable. It's like he is vulnerable to a point. You know what I'm saying? And I think that point stifles him from getting to that next level.
That's what I want to see. It's like an Eminem. You see how Eminem channeled his anger and made that into classic albums. You know what I'm saying? Like just diamond albums. And I think Future, if that's the way he feels, he should put that in his albums instead of the same old
way
content.
with it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What do you think, Love? I mean, he makes some club records, some street records, but what you think?
I mean, personally, I think he makes some good music, you know what I'm saying? Now, he ain't the best, you know what I'm saying? I had to grow on where Future had to grow on me, you know what I'm saying? As a DJ, at one point I couldn't even listen at him, and when I started hearing him repetitively, you know what I'm saying, then it kind of grew on me then.
Yeah.
But I think, like you said, he is in his feelings, and if it is something dealing with feelings, a lot of people with situations happening in their life, they usually take that and make great albums.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Great
right,
albums.
right.
Because really your music is like you said, DJ said, you know, it's supposed to tell a life story. I mean, your life story, and especially what you're going through at that particular time, you know, and especially with the shit with Rocko.
Man, let's go into that. Now, for everybody that's watching, y'all can comment, let us know how you feel about these topics we talk about. But so Rocko won the lawsuit.
Yeah.
Me personally, business minded wise, I'm okay with that. You know, a lot of the Future hive ain't taking too highly to it. But what you think about it? Like, what you think is fair? Because I mean, this man is getting royalty off these 2 albums and his tours.
It's fair when a person is owed whatever they're owed from putting in the work. You don't know what Rocko did we don't know all the intel. We only know what the media tell us, you know what I'm saying? But you don't know what Rocko put in to making him this mega star, and you know what I'm saying, the groundwork. But for Future to turn his back on a man that, you know what I'm saying, that really put him out there, that says a lot about him and his character.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
I agree with that.
Yeah.
What you think, BJ?
Once again, he in his feelings.
Yeah.
Once again, he in his feelings. And then for you to publicly say that you're going to kill the man, come on, man, is it? The man, he did it the right way. He went through the lawsuit or whatever he did. You know,
it was a people stalking.
That was a part calling right there.
But I'm, you know how I think though, and from where I'm from, man, you don't talk about stuff like that, especially publicly, you know. But I just, like you said earlier, I think he's just in his feelings. Still about that situation.
Man, it's hard, but I like Future. I'm gonna see what he gonna do with this next one, this Hendrix that's coming. Maybe have Rihanna and Weeknd on this, what they supposed to say.
I'm definitely a fan. I expect more out of him though.
That growth thing is major. That's major because you're seeing a lot of these other artists growing into something else, like a Young Thug transitioning. I'm not a Young Thug fan, but I see him growing in his artistry. You know, what I'm saying where he going with the records he selected. So you know. Well, I mean, we talked about all that. Let's talk about some of these questions. BJ, I know you got something for me, man. You always got something crazy.
Well, I guess I could say this. I guess the question of the day for me would be, what's the impact of hip hop right now on our youngsters? What's the impact?
Heavy.
Is it heavy?
It's heavy with all capital letters.
Okay. Okay. I want you and Love's intake on this.
I'll go because I mean I said it's heavy because kids are listening to content that is a lot more explicit nowadays, even more, you know what I'm saying, without the filter, you know what I'm saying? 9 times out of 10, you gonna go on Instagram or something like that, and you gonna see a 3-year-old who know Cut It, or you know what I'm saying, like how many, you know what I'm saying, they know the words to these songs, so they growing up like that, and the more you listen to certain things, that's what you know, that's what you believe, that's how you act, and ain't no value on life. We listen. I like the song. The song 21 Savage, No Heart. But that say exactly about the youth. Ain't no heart. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's heavy. What about you?
My thing is, can you call it hip hop?
I think it should be a subcategory. I think rap
Can
nowadays.
you call the music today hip hop?
Yeah.
My version of hip hop was the, you know what I'm saying? I grew up on Tribe Called Quest. I grew up on, you know what I'm saying, like De La Soul. You know what I'm saying, like Master Ace, and you know, and then you want to bring it up a little bit. I grew up on some of that Notorious Big, and you know, the Tupacs. You know, that was hip hop to me. You know what I'm saying? And it told a story of their life. You know what I'm saying? Today, I know they telling stories of their life today, but it's more so encouraging people to go out there and kill and, you know what I'm saying, beat a nigga up. I don't feel it like I used to feel it. I don't know if it's just the age thing. No, people they're gonna play the age thing with you when you're old, DJ. Old, you get older, you get older, man. I just know that the music has changed. You know what I'm saying? There's no real rap for the youth to look up to no more. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the youth today, if you ask them about some Tribe Called Quest and what was they hit songs and stuff, I bet you they couldn't tell you, because they don't go back and do their research.
They don't. I was watching a panel. This kind of discussed this generational gap, right? And everybody had some good points. But when I was coming up, when I was young, you know, that's what we grew up on. It was stuff I wasn't allowed to listen to. But when I got older, I would go back to it. Like, I didn't grow up on no Rakim. I grew up, you know what I'm saying, on Snoop, Dre, Bone, you know what I'm saying? So I had to go back and learn that. But that's why I wanted to be a student in the game. You don't really have no students, you know what I'm saying?
But let me tell you this, not to cut you off. Any business that you open up or whatever you're doing in life, if you don't go back and get the history of it, then how you gonna be successful? You know what I'm saying? You only gonna last for so long. Right. But you go back and get the history, that's gonna make you more powerful, because knowledge is power.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Dang, love, I'm with you.
I'm gonna piggyback off what both of y'all said, because both of y'all had excellent points. I grew up on your Spice Ones, your MC8s, things like I grew up on hardcore gangster rap, but the thing is, back then we were able to decipher entertainment from real life, and what hip hop was back then was it was storytelling. Like you said, these guys told a story and you was able to envision it, but it was like entertainment for us. Right. You know what I'm saying? And today it's just, man, it's wild. It's like these kids are really focused on the murder part of it. You know,
this might sound like a joke, but I blame Grand Theft Auto. Like, you play Grand Theft Auto, right? You can get any gun, car, whatever. You can do whatever you want to do. You get killed, you come right back to life. Like, people don't realize, like, you don't get second check. You like, ain't no restart.
It's got a lot to do with parenting too.
But you know, those cats that started Grand Theft Auto, you got to know they're telling a story too. They're telling their life. They was thieves too. It was a bunch of thieves that started Grand Theft Auto. You know what I'm saying? That's the life they live. But now they're millionaires. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, they take that's the story. That's their story. Right. That's how they came up. And it's like, well, hey man, we can if we can be doing all this, making money like this, it's bigger money we could be making. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I admire those guys for taking it to that level, even though it's clouding up. You know what I'm saying?
You think there's a responsibility? You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, a lot of people say there ain't no role models and nothing like that. I mean, J. Cole, you know what I'm saying?
You can say something to me just by talking to me, and it can be encouraging, helpful, and, you know what I'm saying, motivating. Or you can tell me something else like, hey, love, go jump off that bridge, man, and see if it's some gold or some money up in it. If I do that, that's up on me, you know what I'm saying? Right. Man, I can't always put everything on the music, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm gonna say this here too, it was different pinnacles of hip hop. It was different levels. Like, and people took it the wrong way. Like, you know, hip hop started out as that everybody was dancing, break dancing, doing their thing. It started out really, really fun. And then the NWA came out and it kind of got, you know,
They got more greedy.
Right.
but like he said in the movie though, it was like this is just a vision of what we have lived through.
Right.
Okay, so after that, everybody started doing that.
Right.
Then Tupac got shot, and then he rapped about it. He was basically rapping about his life.
Yeah.
And then people started to kind of make it. People wanted that life so bad that they kind of wanted to follow in the footsteps a little bit.
Yeah.
It changed hip hop. It changed the whole face of hip hop.
Yeah.
To guys starting to think it was cool to get shot. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
believe that everybody on every song has lived the life that they're portraying.
That's the thing too, man. We got a lot of people who believe
it's
that
entertainment.
what they saying on these records, these guys are really doing.
That's what and that's why I say, man, the classics that you named, those people live those lives. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. That's right.
But everybody today ain't living that life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People just getting in the game to do it because that's what's happening. That's the problem.
Yeah.
We just nailed it right there. That's the problem.
Yeah.
For real.
Hey, that's real, man. That's what we talk about here.
That's what
you
we
know
do.
What I'm saying? Great
That's what we do.
discussion. So, before we get up out of here, Love, I know you gotta hit me with an exclusive. I mean,
Man, you know,
tell me about this
got
record
you,
got.
man. You know what I'm saying? My boy Lucci, you know, every day we lit, and every day, every week, I'm always lit, not in drinking mode, but you know what I'm saying, thinking mode on his DJing style. But I feel this dude, I feel this cat, man. I like his gangsterism, and actually his grind, you know what I'm saying, because he got a constant grind. So but this is my DJ Love exclusive right here.
Y'all check this out, man. DJ Love exclusive. Wild Fan Lucci, PNB Rock. We lit.
Nothing, nigga, you can't tell me shit. Yeah, did it on my own, check out my neck, check out my wrist. Yeah.
I swear I ain't never expected it to be like this. Now nigga getting rich. I swear every day we lit.
Yeah, every day we lit. Yeah, you can't tell me shit. Yeah, remember I was broke. Yeah, now I'm getting rich.